My guy's not working properly. Right for the better. Hey, there we go. Oh god, I can't fix anything. It's going horrible. My child's currently yelling upstairs. I don't know what her deal is today. She's been a bit cranky for her. She's good this morning. The evening, not so much, but she also didn't really take that big of a nap, so I'm assuming that's probably partially my problem. Which my go-to would be just to put her to bed early, but I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, we're sitting here, I'm gonna itch my nose, turn on the monies. I don't wanna. Why is there so many people live streaming right now? Don't understand. Oh, yeah, we got one person here. How's it going today? Hope you're doing well. Just trying to be as successful as I can, trying to share stuff. There we go. All right. Well, we got one viewer here. I think I gotta go help my wife find the remotes real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm unmuted. What up, Till us done? Hopefully I said that right. I'm horrible at kaiju names. Currently waiting for Andrew. He said he was off today. He was gonna hop in. This box was actually from him. So a lot of this is like commission-y things. That's gonna get used for random stuff, but I might make random videos with some of these things because might as well. Hopefully you guys are doing good today. I'm pretty sure I have an ear infection right now, so it's like my ear's like super red and hurts. And it's going like from my ear like all the way down to here. It sucks. Wish I had the proper stuff for it. Worst case, well, I'll show you guys the update on the Krites. Waiting for them to show up. So like I said, I'm probably gonna know like a couple of these off the top of my head because I'm gonna blank on most things probably in this package. I sent him a message too. Oh, but anyways, so some of the updates for the Kreitz puppet that I've been working on. The Godzilla, I've been blasting it with some random latex, random Ultraman things, and by random I mean there's supposed to be quite a few things. Like I said, it's all for upcoming commissions. But he decided to get just a bunch of stuff that I'm either going to be like 3D scanning to upscale, downscale, scale up. Actually, no. Well, we probably don't need the little character right now since it's going to be all me. So we don't really need that guy here today. He's mainly for when you see the hands. Anyways, critter update. Fur came in. So we have the back fur. My only problem is I bought charcoal gray because if you ever watch Critters, they're not black primarily. They're a bit more of like a dark gray. So I got this fur in, which I already put some on the back just so I can kind of gauge where I need the latex. And then I got this stuff, which is a lighter fur, but it's got like this, like depending on the way the light hits it, it gets like super bright. And this is going to be for like the lighten sections. But I'm going to go grab him real quick. You can kind of see him hanging off of the thing over there. I can't touch it too much because he's currently drying. His stomach's good. But his face probably won't be dry till tomorrow. But so you can see where it's like white is the part that isn't dried enough yet. And I noticed we use the cotton, it takes forever to dry. But I detailed his upper lip and mouth region. The other day I did his eyebrows. I did his eyes and eyelids. So his eyes are the wood balls that I paint on stream the other day and just applied some resin over top of it. And then also did his dome today, which in the movie it looked kind of smooth. And I thought it would look more appropriate if it had little bumps and everything to look kind of like it's blistering. Because in the movie it gets shot off the tear on the top of his head, so it doesn't make sense that it's like a clean shave. So I decided to keep it kind of a little bit more gross looking. And probably when I go to paint it, I'll probably still paint him like skin tone, but I just thought the rough textures looked a little nicer. But pretty much all the skin areas, majority wise, is done. The one thing I'm going to probably go through and do is for around his arms, I think I'm going to just put some latex on, probably some glass or plastic sheet, let it dry so that I can wrap it around the arms and legs. I think is my game plan. But for the most part, the head's done. I just got to do the inside of the mouth is the next thing on the project, which is going to be the inside of the mouth on all the teeth, and then it'll be applying all the hair. So this hair is going to be what's kind of hanging out under his chin, because it's going to go from like dark gray to light gray, and light gray is under his chin. I'm doing the dark gray, I think, on the limbs and the legs, top of the legs. But so far, actually, honestly, pretty happy with this. I'm curious to see if I put the thing I'm gonna hate is I'm gonna like randomly drape some hair on the top of the head, just be like screw it, not keep him bald. But I want to set him up to be bald, and then we'll kind of go from there. Is my plan. Oh, but one of these live streams will probably be. Oh, yeah, there's a giant hole in my pajamas. Hopefully, it's not showing up too well on here. Just now realized that. But I'll probably work more on the fur on stream because the stream is going to be pretty simple for me to do it. A lot of this has been trial and error. Because initially, the reason why the head looks a bit bumpy is I kind of messed up the mixtures on it. Well, anyways, I'm not sure if Andrew's going to join us, which hurts my feelings. I know some of the people tend to. This is like work time for a lot of people on the Discord. It's a bit of a bar. So we'll just start going through it. Oh, my ear hurts the drink. Okay, well, anyways, as you guys saw on the initial, right? So again, I'm not going to know any of these guys for the most part, because for me, and for majority of my kaiju knowledge is like Godzilla, Gamera. I know a little bit of Ultraman because there's a few of the series I've liked and watched a lot, but there's quite a few that I'm missing. So if you know the names, feel free to shout them out. But a lot of these are going to be either your standard like Bandai vinyl or like older Bandai vinyl, or like the what are they called? It's like the 500 series, I think. Because the game plan is I'm going to be taking these guys, 3D scanning them, and then blowing them up. Because a lot of these guys they don't make in a standard vinyl scale. Or are going to be used for random other commissions. Like some of these are going to get kitbashed with other things. Red King. Well, oh, I like the color on this Red King. It's kind of got a lava thing going on. It's almost like Burning Godzilla, but like King, like corn on the copified. Yeah, his arms are huge. Yeah, Red King AX. Oh, Red King. Yeah, Red King. Is that what it said originally? I hope so. I have his action figure upstairs. I actually have a couple of them upstairs for this guy. I like his gigantic arms. The paint job on here, it's fine, I guess. You can tell they just did a little bit of a dry brushing on it and called it a day. I'm digging it. I gotta kind of be careful because some of this, but this is the Bayou box, so they get a bunch of stuff sent to Bayou, and then Bayou send it to me. I just wasn't the one that paid for it. It's like I said, all these were for commissions. And I remember him sending me messages, but I have zero confidence in remembering nearly any of it. Oh, we got a big one. Oh, all right. This one is an Ultraman. I know you. Oh, this is the good one. Thank. Oh, got us a Legion here. Okay, it's the newer one. I'm pretty sure this is the one that we did a custom on the channel of before. Where we had the articulated thing, where we made everything articulated on it. It was the job I did that got me my X Plus Legion upstairs. Because that was payment for me messing around with this. Well, a really solid Legion figure if you don't have one already. But that one we've done stuff on the channel with before. More generic white bags. Which is also wrapped in more bags. I am just going to make a royal mess of my floor. I have no idea who this. Still unaware of what this one could actually be. I will say they packaged it really well, though. Why does he have a trunk? Oh. You know what kind of dig? Oh, it's got ball joints. Is this a Bandai? It's a pretty sweet Bandai vinyl, I ain't gonna lie. I have no idea what this is. But it's got ball joints on the thing on the limbs. This guy's a 10 out of 10 already. Actually, I dig this one quite a bit. It's just what I gotta know. Like, why does this bug have a giant elephant trunk? But he looks cool. Kind of looks like a Power Ranger villain. I'm kind of digging this one. I think I remember this one being some of the messages though. That I think this is going to be parted or something. Oh, it's just a shame. Love the way the joints are on this. It's not very posable, but there's more posable on this than I would have thought to begin with. Like that is some top notch posability for a Bandai vinyl. That's pretty sick, actually. It's got me excited for other things. You are wrapped up. Period. Oh, you look super familiar. Isn't there a dude with a shark face that kind of looks like this guy? Yeah, for the most part, like my Ultraman knowledge is like the original, a bit of Seven, Tiga. Although Tiga, I'm definitely rusty on. Ultraman Orb. I watched Ultraman X. Love Orb. Ginga, I watched both of the series for that. Color variety, yeah, this guy's pretty sick, actually. It's got like the little orbs on top. It reminds me of this like kaiju of like the shark head. It's got like the same vibes going on. And like he also has like the legs, just like a lot of the other kaiju's have in Ultraman, like the same like Red King kind of lumpy scales. Oh, we got to thank you. Oh, this guy's familiar. Oh, I don't remember your name. He's also not in the best of shape. His paint's a little scuffed up. A lot of them, Baragatsu got reused for quite a few things. I like his head though. Got a very like shark kind of feel to him. And like the most basic generic of bodies. Looks like somebody just took like a bunch of clay balls and stacked them on top of each other and squished them down to make everything for this guy. He's cool. That one I recognize. These guys kind of do. Oh yeah, it's your tip. Might be why it looks familiar. I probably should sit a little closer and probably help me. Oh, what is up with this mouth? What is this? What is this Bandai Vinyl alien monstrosity? These are sweet. Why are they all like? Why is every vinyl like everything not Godzilla related so much cooler when it's not? Like Bandai Vinyl is just kind of like Godzilla's like they're fine, they're cool, whatever. They get like Ultraman ones that just like got random gimmicks and ball joints in their claws. Like, why can't my Godzilla figures have the same amount of attention? Like, look at the detail on them. Like, this guy looks dope. He's got a little bit of like wear on him for sure. Like, he's had a little bit of loving. But they even like painted the random like little gem spots on top of his head. This one's sweet. I think this requires. I saw there was some separation. Like, oh, maybe that's where they just like inserted it, but there's quite a bit of a gap. It's pretty cool. I like this one quite a bit. This might be my favorite so far. I dig the bug guy though. It's a close second. Okay. Looks like we got like 4 more things in here. Unless there's more things inside of. Like there's a box in the box. Oh, you poor kaiju. Somebody wrote on you. Oh, I like the back. Got like an Andy stamp on the bottom of his foot. I'll show you guys. Oh, you poor guy. You're from '96 too. But he's been written on quite a bit. On the top here too, he's got quite a bit of pen marks. It's fine. You're like I said, I gotta go through which ones are getting murdered and which ones are just getting like scanned to blow up or shrink down. But this one's really sweet too. I love the way the spikes are on the back. And again, they all have like that same like Red King kind of pattern in certain sections. I feel like Ultraman kaijus are sort of like or maybe that's where like Pacific Rim got it, where a lot of the kaijus kind of have like the same body style to them, but there's just like enough subtle differences that you don't really catch on to unless you're really looking at them. Yeah, like I don't like Ella King, Red King. There's like all the kings, like there's Black King, Gamora, Celestion, okay. Um, Galactron from Orb. Which I still wish I would have got the pre-orders through, but then the Trump thing happened. Hurt my feelings. Um, Zaton. Uh, yeah, I should remember these just from the kaiju girls upstairs. King Joe. Oh, we've had this one here before. Isn't the one named Gamora or Gabora? Gabora? I think is how you say it. Then it was like Naranga. Yeah, this one we did some customizing for. But this one was I need the head for this one. Where'd it go? Might have fur on top of it. That is exactly what happened. For this one. I think this one's name was Nebular. It's the one with the frills. Because I need this one's head minus I think I chop off the ears and the horn, and then this is going on here. And then when I do that, I gotta heat these up and detail them to kind of match. And then paint it, of course. Covered a critter here. Okay, so that one was I know exactly what that one's for. There's so much packaging. It's the shark. Well, different shark dude. I know this one. Kinda. This has the drilling nose from Tiga. Oh, sad day though. His back legs are like totally fused to the body. So it's just It's just the little flippers. Pretty sweet. Again, did really dig the coloring on these. Coloring is really sweet. The eyes are actually painted really nice too. It's got a little bit of the blue there, and then the giant lips that are actually painted pink. Giant mound of Bandai vinyl. Like I remember it from Tiga quite a bit. What the hell is this thing? Why is it Tommy looking at me? Okay, so it's a giant mole that also has a face on its stomach. I like the coloring. Oh, that's cool. So the tail, it's actually got quite a bit of play at the tail. Like it rotates in a few spots. And the back legs move, the front legs move. Nothing at the head, of course. It's just like a giant big shark gnome or shark bull. Yeah, this one's really sweet too. It's got a lot of like scuffed vinyl issues. So it's definitely been played with or tossed into a bin with a bunch of other ones. Because you see that a lot. Oh, there's like some lots I was paying attention to a while back on buying that was just like a bunch of vinyls in like one box they were selling. Well, it's a T Rex. A little warped. It's made in 2005. I think it's safe to say I don't think this is an Ultraman kaiju. I don't remember what the T Rex is for. I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, it's not that bad for a vinyl though. Kind of dig it. I really wish there'd be like more vinyls, sort of like the like black and white era of dinosaurs, or even like early colored like 50s ish dinosaurs, where like the tails are on the ground and everything. I think it would be super sweet. They would do more stuff like that. Yeah, Tommy. That's the whole reason I really like those. The Star Race ones, like the Ray Harryhausen. All right, last one is the box inside of a box. Problem is all these vinyls just piled up on top of my knife. Woe is me. Woe is me. We'll use a pair of scissors. Oh, this was instant gratification. I already saw parts of it. Oh, this one's huge. Oh, this one's pretty sweet. Oh, I like this one a lot. It's got like scarring and everything on it. Oh, again, it's got a little owner stamp on the bottom. The ones I wouldn't mind getting for Ultraman are stuff for Gridman, like Superhuman Samurai or Ultraman Great. I would love. Well, because we have this one, and I think it's pretty much the same kaijus as this one. It's just it with more detailing. So that'd be my guess. It's probably just a newer version. It's hard to say because the stamp of this one's 94, this one's like 1980 something. So I don't know if it's like officially that old. I can't remember when Bandai vinyls first started, but this is definitely an early one. Yeah, the face of this one's pretty sweet though. It's got a lot of nice detailing on it. Okay, we are officially at the last one. Hey, Parrotzilla. Hopefully. Yeah, I don't think we're going out with a bang. This looks like a King Caesar, if I'm not mistaken. Caesar, Caesar. Oh, Final Wars one. I have some of these one style ones upstairs. Although he's a little bigger than I would have thought. Yeah, I just gotta sit down and watch them. I have the Blu-rays for great. I also I have Teague on DVD, like the old DVDs, but they got scuffed up really bad. Like the person I bought them from, when they shipped them, they didn't package it well, and the DVDs came loose, and they were just scuffed to hell. And I just haven't sat around to clean them up yet because now it's like I got the Blu-rays. Ones I would love to get is the old Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad DVDs. Those would be sweet, but they're expensive. I think there's only like 3 of them. But we got King Caesar. Overall, pretty sweet. I always dig these ones. The detailing on them is really good. Not my favorite. Like OG King Caesar is so much better than the Final Wars one. Hey, Godzilla fan. It's not bad, but definitely not my preferred look. Not furry enough. So overall, out of all these, I would. Oh, it's tough. Like it's clearly between these two are my favorites, just because they got like extra features going on with them that you just don't see on finals. Like that, just that doing that just like blows my mind. It's not even like a hard gimmick to pull off, but it's just like you don't ever see it. I love the detailing. Like this is probably my favorite one, just because it looks really good. Like everything about this one's sweet. This one, it's like the detailing is like almost as good. It's like a little bit less, but it's just I think in terms of it feels more impressive because of the size. Well, this one just looks like gnarly. Hurts my feelings that I don't know exactly what it's from. It's an elephant trunk. Stop thinking dirty. Know what you're thinking. So keep bringing it up. We're gonna have to censor it. Nobody wants that. Okay, maybe somebody does, but not us. Just like because it's Japanese too. Like almost everything's got to be like some sort of phallic looking thing. Even though it's not intentionally phallic, but it still kind of looks phallic. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty well known for having quite a bit of those. Oh, it hurts to drink. Oh. Oh, I gotta try to get some like antibiotics tomorrow or something. This thing sucks. But anyways, that's pretty much all I have for today. I was thinking about working on the Zilla today. toss these all back in the box for now, so I don't lose them. And then I know also all of these are Rangers. I have no idea what we're doing with the Legion. I completely forgot what that one's about. Oh, actually, I guess we can keep you. I gotta keep you up because I'm actually like in the process of working on that one. This dude here. Actually, if I have, oh, my blade's upstairs. Just remembered, brought a lot of my stuff upstairs because I was working on the crate upstairs. So I don't got that, sadly. So more than likely, at least I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. I might be doing another live stream. Not sure if I'm going to be what time? It'll probably be around the same time, more than likely. So I think tomorrow I'm going to sit down and try to finish the Zilla up so I can paint it. I think that'd be a good one for tomorrow. And then before I go to bed, I got to clear cut this guy, who was the Super 7 I repainted. Which I think so far is my best one yet. I think this one came out really sick. Actually, let's see. You guys get a little more light on it. Don't mind the Pokemon Center sound. It's just my notifications going up. So I totally forgot to change that. But I gotta primer it so that I can. I gotta do like the wet, make the mouth and eyes look wet. So I'll be sanding that down, or not sanding, sealing that. Also in the process of working on that because that one has a custom head. Also have repainted the OGs to match too in case they want to use them. And then the base neck that came with. About time you're here. We already went through the box. Any more Princess Peach? Excuses. I told you I was going to stream. That means you stay up until I stream. That's how that works. I'm needy like that. Also, I am so white right now. It's just like all this lights on me. It's like the farther I get, the closer I get, we get more to my preferred skin tone. And then just like the farther I get, just my skin just radiates the light off the top of my head. A lot of cool stuff. Since you're here, we'll recap. 2 favorite ones are easily these guys. Yeah, it looks like everything came in already. Like they're in like varying degrees of scuffed up or having writing on them, but nothing like nothing's I would say is damaged because I think all these are either we're scanning or customizing anyway, so it don't really matter. But these 2 are like the sweetest ones. There we go. We got somebody that knows names. Only because like this, like the whole gimmick with them, like that. I was so surprised that this thing could do that. And then this has ball joints. When did the Bandai vinyl have ball joints? Really need more Ultraman vinyls. Realizing this is a key thing missing from my collection. These are sweet. I honestly, wholeheartedly don't currently remember what's going on with the T-Rex and the Legion. The Legion we reviewed before. T-Rex is a new one to me. From Belazar. Okay, so is it not officially a vinyl? It's a bit of vinyl, right? At least I'm assuming. Trying to remember. This one's probably the one that's in the worst shape. DX vinyl, gotcha. But you'll see it's got like the Andy stamps on the foot. Somebody's wrote on its chest. See with the spikes here, it's got quite a bit of like fine tip marker on it. Same with on the back of the feet. Some child went to town on this. I would have thought it would have been Casey. Oh, I'll probably wait on the Switch too, to be honest. I was like, I have a Switch and I barely touched the thing. Like, the only thing I mainly do with my Switch is play old games on it. Okay, just double checking. I assumed it was for we were chopping it up for a reason, but I don't remember what. I gotta go back through the Discord and look at it. But to be fair, we're probably not working on these things for a few still. I'd like to get the Naranga done, and then we'll. What your name is? We'll get that one done first, and then we'll worry about this stuff. Okay, gotcha. I like this one too. I like the sculpt on this one. The Telestodon. Teleston. This one painted right. This one would be sick. Honestly, like this one more than I thought I was gonna do. Little mole dude. It's very posable for vinyl, anyways. Just a goofy little stomach. But yeah, no, all the stuff's sweet. Ugh. I'll box it back up. We'll get those back out when we get around to messing around with it more. Oh. Well, anyways, other than that, I would show you guys the Godzilla puppet progress, but that one I'm still debating if I'm doing it right or not. It's very much like I've been working on the Krite, and when I have random latex left over, I've been tossing it on the puppet just so I'm not wasting it. Because my thought process is if I thicken it up and there's enough latex in certain spots, it's going to make it easier for me to do the spikes and not have to go through again later and clean up more. Is my thought, anyways. Got Kuma. I got Kuma sweet. The only other thing I got in recently was I got in the what can I think? General Grievous from Star Wars, because I've been collecting the 12-inch Hasbro dolls, and one of the ones I've been wanting forever is a Grievous because it's not one you ever see in person, and I got one on eBay for a really good price, and the problem is it came in. Yeah, he knows like everything Ultraman, but it came in and mint in the box, mind you, came in mint in the box, except for one of the rubber bands holding one of the lightsabers was loose, where it was deteriorated, so it popped off. Whatever, still got it for $40. Problem is, I don't know if it's just because of the way it was stored or because it's old, the plastic quality maybe been crap on it. But it came and it was like the shoulder joints already like deteriorated, so you can't pose it worth a damn. Which isn't that big of a deal because it's not like you can really pose it much anyways. But it's at the point where I probably need to repair it if I want to mess with it. Which sucks, but it's not the seller's fault because it was old mint in the box. Oh, it hurts. Hurts, Smiler. It hurts, Angel. Oh. I do like Ultraman, but I think it's in the echelon of kaiju stuff, it's probably. It's a tough one because I definitely like Gamera and Godzilla over Ultraman. I think Ultraman's right behind them though. Because my favorite kaiju movie is Pacific Rim, but as a whole, Pacific Rim is not nearly as good as Godzilla and Ultraman. It's just the one movie I think, or Yeah, Godzilla and Gamera and Ultraman. It's just the one movie I think is better than majority of everything. I love that movie. But as a whole, I would say Godzilla's my favorite, and then followed closely by Gamera. Because Gamera's kind of the same boat. Like, I think the Heisei Gamera films are better than any of the Godzilla stuff. Majority wise, there's a few Godzilla movies I would put probably higher than them now, but just as a whole, I like them better than like any of the continuations that they did. But Godzilla just as a whole, I think is better. Yeah, like I would put Kong as probably the last. Because the only ones I've really ever liked growing up is I liked the Peter Jackson. I liked and the do stuff. I think I did Kong in the MonsterVerse. Especially, I'd still say Skull Island's the best one. I think growing up, like I like the original, but again, not nearly as much as like Godzilla, the Gamera movies, and what have you. I wish I had gotten more in the Kamen Rider. The only one I ever really like sat down and watched is like Black. And that's mainly because of my Master Rider time. So I watched like Black RX, and of course like the Shin Kamen Rider. I can't get the King Kong Lives. It's rough for me. I like the Toho one. King Kong Escapes. I still dig that movie. It's probably like the worst looking King Kong out of all of them, but as a whole, I enjoy that movie. I think it just helps with what's her name, Linda Miller. Linda Miller's in that movie. Had such a crush on her growing up. I remember watching that on like the Sci-Fi Channel marathons and just being like, oh. I can't say that. I can't go say best. But it's definitely. I would say out of all the Kong movies, it's still King Kong versus Godzilla. I would say is my favorite Kong movie. Then I'd probably say Skull Island. Then Escapes. In terms of like favorite, I would say the best one's probably. Oh, that should be a tough one. So I would just say as movies, it's probably still the original. It's between the original and probably Skull Island. I like the Peter Jackson one a lot, but I think it's just like I just think it was like too long. I'm kind of in a mixed boat with the show. I definitely would say Show and Heisei are probably. Actually, no. I would say Show and probably like Millennium Ultraman, like the 2000s Ultraman. I've enjoyed. Quite a bit. Like I still say my personal favorite out of all of them is probably Orb. I really liked Ultraman Orb. Like the whole like X Orb. I'm gonna mess up my timelines, but like I mentioned, like the Ginga I enjoyed. It's actually we'll sit down and watch Return more. Ugh, yeah, my ear sucks right now. It's horrible. Oh, kind of wish it was my phone so we can go on adventures. It's the only thing that's a bummer about doing the camera setup is I can't really like take you guys if I want to go like show things off. Like I have to go walk away. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna show you guys. I got Grievous. Let's go look at him. Grab it. Not bad. So I'd say in terms of look, oh, I've heard Ace is good. I haven't got to watch it yet, but I have another buddy that's been like going through every single Ultraman, and he liked Ace a lot. But I will say, in terms of looks, the 12-inch Grievous is probably one of the best looking Bandai, Hasbro 12 inches. Like even the cape on it's just like super sweet. The detailing on the metal bits look really good. And the part that's broke is right here on the shoulder. You can kind of see it's like I opened it up and the piece in the shoulder just like fell out of the package. And then this side too, it's got like a crack in the plastic at the top of the shoulder. So like they don't hold positions at all, which is a shame because his arms actually separate. No, the only big bummer is there's no way to connect them together. So they just kind of sit there. Yeah, the coffin robot. It's just every time I look at him, I'm just like, General Kenobi. And it makes me really scared to mess around with any of his other joints because for some odd reason, I think part of the problem is the way they did his joints. You'll see there's a metal rod, and then they actually use it's like the metal push on the back, which connects it together. So they have to like clamp it in there, and I think it causes stress on the joint. The other problem too is I noticed when looking at people's that own this guy, a lot of them you see on eBay are missing parts, which I'm half tempted to possibly order one of those so I can maybe steal the limbs off of. Like if I could get one with a solid upper body, it looks like I would just have to unscrew his junk and it would pop out pop it out. But then again, I do think I could probably just repair this. I wish this rotated. Oh, this does rotate. It's just really stiff. Okay. Because I can rotate it around. I might be able to glue / fix this pin. Because the problem is I can't really pop the shoulder off without like totally destroying it. Like really fudging up this joint to do it. I'm gonna have to put in new rods. Which honestly might not be a bad idea in general. Because what I could do is just pop them out, fix the joint, put them back together, and then just like put a rod in epoxy putty. Yeah, because like this joint is like it's just almost gone entirely. And it's only staying on because this side is connected, but this side is there's nothing holding that thing in. Like you can see here, like there's a gap gap in the arm. I think that's kind of a compliment for this guy, to be fair. Like I say, he looks good, but definitely has some plastic issues. At least this limb is fixable. I just gotta seal the cracks just to make sure it doesn't get worse over time on this side. And then just tighten them. This side's the one that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Because the other thing I'm thinking about is just putting epoxy putty in there and just let it sit. Is option number 2. Which I might attempt to do that. Stuff with epoxy putty and just kind of work it around, work it a little bit so that it won't hopefully dry everything. Worst case scenario, just have to break it back out if it doesn't. Oh, actually, you know what? 3D print pen is probably the smarter bet. Because I'm pretty sure I can just take the pen, just put it through, and then just clean it up. That actually might be what I do. Oh, now that I say that, do I have my pen down here? I think it's upstairs. Try to remember the last place I worked on stuff. I don't even know if he told me my flashlight was still on. You guys had one job. Just seen your message. I'm trying to look. Like I said, I could have sworn I still had my print pen down here. It might be upstairs in my drawer, though. Which is looking like the case. I just see my hot glue guns hanging out everywhere. So anyway, we stream. We might do that tomorrow. Work on that and get the Zilla wrapped up. Because I'll probably skip on working on the critter tomorrow. Well, sorry. I'll probably work on it tomorrow, but there's only. It's very much like I get to work on it like little by little. Because I'm kind of at the point where now it's just kind of making the limbs look like one solid piece. And doing the mouth, and then after I get the mouth done, I can finish the rest of the fur on it. So tomorrow I'll probably be working on limbs. Sunday, if I get a chance, we'll be working on limbs and making more teeth. Got to make more teeth, which I made some for Godzilla and realized that I probably made them too small. At least I think. So I might have to reheat these, or at least attempt to reheat these and see if I can reuse them. Well, wait, see, like I said, my goal is to make it look like 55-ish when I'm done. But I think after having wrapped it, it looks way too showy. So I might be converting it close to show up. But like, he's got more of like a 70s vibe to me. But that being said, when I first started that thing, it was meant to look like a 55, but I also did the foam totally different than like the way I did the Krite. So it was hard to refix it. I didn't want to waste it, so I'm like, yeah, we'll just go with it and see what happens. Like I said, to me, he's got a bit more of a show-off feel to him. I'd love to show you guys, but he's currently drying, so we can't mess around with him too much. But anyways, like I said, we'll grab the Krite real quick, just because I'm enjoying messing around with it. Oh. Can't do too much touching with it because of the, like I said at the beginning of the stream, the lips haven't like where you see it's got some white on it. Those are the parts that haven't fully dried. So you can see like the lips have a lot of white on them. So waiting for that to dry. But I did make some teeth that'll go in here. Oh, I wish Haya would make a 50. Somebody just needs to make a 55. It's like one of my favorite suits. I saw a guy that does puppets. That also makes puppets. He's did Godzilla. He did a 55 recently, and I'm like, after this one, that's going to be my go-to next one. But I got to build up the inside of the mouth a little bit, and then put these teeth in. So my game plan is I'm just going to put a bunch of like latex, kind of like how we did this, inside the mouth, and then put each of these teeth in there while it's still wet. Because like I said, this stuff takes forever to dry. So it'll give me time to set all these teeth in while I'm working on it. But one thing is, I love the way the eyes came out. Those little wood balls. That's the final look for them. Added some resin over top of them after getting them painted. They look really good. I wonder how much I can mess with the mouth. Because back here, you'll see the hole that I can actually. It's only cut out, so if you adjust it, you can't see it if I put it on a stand. Looks like something from Ghostbusters. Yeah, currently it's got that vibe going. Bitch it. Like I said, I can't mess with it too much. Because this is all. It's starting to dry, but it's definitely still malleable. But pretty much like what I was trying to do is just get the detailing around his eyes at the top of the lips. I'm currently in the process of debating if I want to keep them as the bald Krites or if I want to just put the hair on him, say screw it, and have like one good Krite as a puppet, and then I can make a bald one as more of like a statue. Because I kind of want for like my Halloween at the house, because camping, I think I'm making killer tomatoes more than likely over the summer, so some streams will probably be working on those periodically. But for my house, I would like to make like a little crash ship out in my front yard, because my front yard isn't very big. I'm making it look like a ship crashed in the ground. I have like a couple of these guys on my porch and stuff, sort of like in the original Critters, just kind of hanging out. And then maybe like have a candy bowl on the porch, and then behind the door, work with this guy. Kind of what I'm thinking. Nice thing is after doing the latex, it's stiffened up quite a bit, so it's not so floppy anymore, which I am super into. I gotta do a little bit here. That'll be probably tomorrow, as I want to do like one wrap in latex, although I might be able to get away with and not do it. I might just have to put like one more thick coat of latex over that. It'd probably be good enough. He thinks. But I'm liking him quite a bit. I think he's turning out pretty solid. He's got a bit more weight to him now, though. I will say that. His little dome and everything. Like I said, it made me sad that I mucked up the top of his head a bit with my first attempt. But I think having worked on it a bit now, I'm kind of glad it came out like that, because it looked like it looked scabby. which makes sense for getting blasted off. I guess, Andrew. But anyways, we're going to call it a day here. You can help us do this guy just by hitting the like button, subscribe to Current Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. If you guys like keeping the video channel, donate. Greatly would appreciate it. If you guys like to get some commissions and stuff done for yourself, like getting your Godzilla figures repainted, there'll be a link for my Etsy down below or my personal Instagram. Best ways to get a hold of me. Or if you guys like to help support the channel monetarily, we also have a Patreon with a Discord for $3, which is the easy, literal best way to get a hold of me. Because then you can just direct message me, no problem. So having to hop around. It makes my life easier if you're on the Discord. But that's for pain supporters. And if you like to get action figures for yourself, like, again, the Super 7 Godzillas, there's also a link in the description for Entertainment Earth. Or if you guys are picking up the highest stuff, like the Mecha King Ghidorah that currently just went up for pre-order. There's also a link for CalcusToys.com below. You can save 6% off your order code SteveCalcus at checkout. They do free shipping stateside, and now with the whole tariff situation, they don't charge extra anymore again. So it's safe to order from them. I'll be honest. I was like, if you're paying like an extra 140%, yeah, being the best route to go with. But no, oh yeah, for sure. I would wholeheartedly suggest going to Calcus. Like I said, they send us stuff, so I like them a lot. And also, I bought them from them too. Their customer service is really good, and then getting this stuff like super early is just invaluable for someone like me that does reviews anyways. Outside of, I'm still waiting on a Shimo to arrive, but that's more on the customs than it is their end. So it's the only thing that's currently stuck in right now. But see you guys in the next one. Which, like I mentioned, will hopefully be tomorrow. I should get around beyond do some more stuff after, as I get out of work early tomorrow. And then hopefully get Casey, take a good nap, do a stream, work on some stuff. Never got into Bionicles. Growing up as a kid, I had Legos. I had a lot of Star Wars Legos. I just had a lot of Star Wars stuff in general growing up. So that was like my predominant portion of Legos. Because it would also be like, I was spoiled as a kid, to be fair. I got a lot of toys. But the toys that I wouldn't get, I would just make Legos. I would just use like all the Legos that I had and just build things to coincide with that. So a lot of the action figures, I would build stages out of Legos for them to play with. But never got the Bionicles. When that became more of a thing, it was kind of like when I got out of the whole Lego thing. I just stuck with like strictly action figures. But anyways, I'll see you guys next one.